trying to bring me down. Enemies lurking, but I won't back away. Got a vision in my mind, I'm here to stay. Got my crew beside me, we rise like a tide. When the storm gets rough, we ain't gonna hide. Propaganda swilling, but it won't touch me. Only love around us. With rhythm in my soul, I'm ready for the show. We break the chains, rewrite the rules. In this concrete jungle where nobody's fools. Unity sings louder than the lies they scheme. In the heart of the struggle, we dare to dream. We keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. Haze on the corner, they talking real loud. Spreading on light, trying to bring me down. Enemies lurking, but I won't back away. Got a vision in my mind, I'm here to stay. Got my crew beside me, we rise like a tide. When the storm gets rough, we ain't gonna hide. Propaganda swilling, but it won't touch me. Only love around us, how it's gonna be. We keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power.
Another Queen Ahmadiyyah production.
Haze on the corner, they talking real loud. Spreading on light, trying to bring me down. Enemies lurking, but I won't back away. Got a vision in my mind, I'm here to stay. Got my crew beside me, we rise like a tide. When the storm gets rough, we ain't gonna hide. Propaganda swilling, but it won't touch me. Only love around us, how it's gonna be. We keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. In the city lights where dreams collide, we hustle through the night, fire in our stride. Whispers in the dark can't dim my glow. With rhythm in my soul, I'm ready for the show. We break the chains, rewrite the rules. In this concrete jungle where nobody's fools. Unity sings louder than the lies they scheme. In the heart of the struggle, we dare to dream. We keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track.
Another Queen Ahmadiyyah production.
Haze on the corner, they talking real loud. Spreading on light, trying to bring me down. Enemies lurking, but I won't back away. Got a vision in my mind, I'm here to stay. Got my crew beside me, we rise like a tide. When the storm gets rough, we ain't gonna hide. Propaganda swilling, but it won't touch me. Only love around us, how it's gonna be. We keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. In the city lights where dreams collide, we hustle through the night, fire in our stride. Whispers in the dark can't dim my glow. With rhythm in my soul, I'm ready for the show. We break the chains, rewrite the rules. In this concrete jungle where nobody's fools. Unity sings louder than the lies they scheme. In the heart of the struggle, we dare to dream. We keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. Haze on the corner, they talking real loud. Spreading on light, trying to bring me down. Enemies lurking, but I won't back away. Got a vision in my mind, I'm here to stay. Got my crew beside me, we rise like a tide. When the storm gets rough, we ain't gonna hide. Propaganda swilling, but it won't touch me. Only love around us, how it's gonna be. We keep moving forward, never looking back. The truth's in the power, it's an unstoppable track. In the city lights where dreams collide, we hustle through the night, fire in our stride. Whispers in the dark can't dim my glow. With rhythm in my soul, I'm ready for the show. We break the chains, rewrite the rules. In this concrete jungle where nobody's fools. Unity sings louder than the lies they scheme. In the heart of the struggle, we dare to dream.
All right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning back in once again to the original Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur show. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah Shakur, and this is your morning wake-up call. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. Okay, so I have to apologize for my tardiness, beloveds. All right, I was gathering the last of my receipts. I forgot something. Okay, so let's get ready to get into it. let's get ready to get into it. Everyone hit that like button if you could be so kind. Thank you in advance. That's the one way you can support the stream for free. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, before we get started, let me see who all is in here. Okay, Danny Joe, that Crazy Beach Aries, Truth Brown, Fat Boo, Anita Harrell, Nina Ware, Stacy, D Major is here. All right, We the People, Jeff ATL. Okay, Cookie, I see you, beloved. Hadassah is here. Claudette, Lillian X, 504 Nola. Shout out to all of my lovely loyal royals and everyone tuned into the Queen. And shout out to my moderators for putting in work. Now, before we get started with the nefariousness of it all, let's have a brief word from my sponsor at 12 Tribes. Lights up, everyone, please get the lights up.
Do not buy 12 Tribes on Earth hair growth oil and hair magic elixir unless you want super healthy, gorgeous hair that grows. They have a whole line of amazing hair growth products, including hair growth leave-in conditioner spray, hair growth shampoo, hair growth spray, and hair growth butter. I'm starting to sense a theme here. They include quality natural ingredients. They smell amazing, and you can see the results for yourself. So if you're looking for healthy hair growth for your natural or relaxed hair, try 12 Tribes on Earth today.
All right. So that all being said, don't forget you can purchase 12 Tribes hair oil at Etsy.com. Just look for Lisa Crafts. You can also find it at Walmart.com. And she also has a lovely beard oil for the men. Okay. It'll have your beards looking chic and shiny and soft, and they'll smell good. Okay. Please pay attention. Now, with that all being said, thank you, Desmond. Okay, my chief moderator just sent me a donation saying, hey, Queen, keep giving them Bamas that work, listening while traveling. Okay, you know I will, honey. All right, thank you, Desmond. I appreciate you. Peace, love, and blessings, and safe travels as you're on your way. Okay, so y'all are not going to believe some of the things that have been said about Shannon, honey. Now, if y'all thought it was messy what I dug up yesterday about the ex, Michelle Bundy, let me just put her picture up here because he has so many of these women, honey. We can't keep track. Okay, please pay attention. All right. That was Michelle Bundy. And then he had Michelle Evans. So we're going to talk about it because here's Michelle Evans. So here's the thing. Tasha K interviewed this woman. Tasha K interviewed this woman and she released a little bit of the excerpts. Now, I actually watched the full interview. Well, most of it. I have like 5 minutes left. She was just about to close out. I was watching it before I did this live. Okay, so I could give you all the tea. All right, so I could give you all the tea. And so anyway, honey, and it's all nefarious, but let's talk about this article real quick. All right, let's talk about this article first. Vile clip of Shannon Sharpe appearing to brag about SEX with an OnlyFans model emerges amid great lawsuit. Well, honey, I can tell you right now, I heard Shannon saying some things on a video last night. Hold on, let me check the neighborhood talk real quick. And because I had that clip. Anyway, I'll find it while y'all are listening to something else. I'm not going to stop now because we on a roll. Okay, so anyway, Shannon Sharpe was quick to out his grape accuser and his ex-girlfriend as OnlyFans model when he was sued for $50 million earlier this week. Excuse me. Now, so reportedly, this woman's name is Gabby Zuniga, spelled Zuniga. Okay, Gabby, Gabi. All right, so yeah, he did put her name out there. Now, and it was also in the text messages that he released. So now, after denying those sexual assault allegations, an old clip of the NFL great appearing to describe sex with another OnlyFans model has gone viral. Okay, so yeah, I actually heard that yesterday. Like I said, it was on his podcast with Ocho Cinco Nightcap. Okay, so anyway, it was all nefarious. Like I said, I'll see if I can find that clip. So wait a minute, is this it? Hold on, you guys. This might be it right here. Hold on. This might be the link to it. Oh, yep, here it is. We're cooking with grease. Okay, so I'm going to let you all hear this. Because I actually forgot to send this to my email. So I'm going to share my screen, honey, so you all can hear this. Shannon does not realize he has talked so much and said so much, and these things are not aging well. Okay, they're absolutely not aging well. Now, let me put an overlay on this.
You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah. How I do it. How I do
Hey, Sky,
it.
I mean, who is that? Who is that? Help me out.
You know what I'm saying? She little something. She might be famous for vertical activity that she good at.
Oh, she a hooper?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Who she play for? Who she play for?
She got her own little thing,
Huh?
Man, y'all. Man, y'all need to stop, man. Y'all need to stop. Y'all be on that bull jive, man.
Hold on. Who she play for? Who she play for?
Back in the day, she could have been on my team.
She played for on her back.
You know who Sky Bree is, Ocho?
Sky Bree? Who that is, Coach?
Yeah. How I do it. How I do
Hey, Sky,
it.
I mean, who is that? Who is that? Help me.
Okay, now he is very ignorant. Okay, as you can see, very ignorant as you can see, honey. Okay, but anyway, let me continue. What an idiot. So anyway, he went on to talk about the woman and all that stuff. Now, fans and critics are both seizing on some advice that the 56-year-old podcaster received, okay, and apparently ignored. All right. And that's from comedian Monique. Now, I played that for you all the other day when she told him he needs to get him an older woman, somebody close to his age, and sit down somewhere and leave these little 20-something and 30-something-year-old girls alone. But apparently he didn't listen. But, not only did Monique warn him, so did Katt Williams. And I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so anyway, Monique proudly said that she's not 56 and trying in an apparent allusion to Sharpe. Hold on. I skipped something. Hold on. Okay, so the 56-year-old podcaster received and apparently ignored from his fellow quinquagenarian comedian Monique. Asked during a 2024 Club Shay Shay podcast about the dating scene for 50-year-olds, Monique proudly said that she's not 56 and trying in an apparent allusion to Sharpe. What you trying to say? Sharpe said. Telling Sharpe that she was looking right at him, Monique responded with a minute-long rant about the need to date someone closer to his own age. Okay, advice that many see as something that he should have absolutely followed and taken. Okay. And so anyway, Sharpe issued a blanket denial of all of Jane Doe's accusations, although he previously offered at least $10 million to settle the case before the lawsuit was even filed. Okay, according to his attorney, Lanny Davis. And like I told you all, I still don't know to this day why his attorney thought that was good, a smart thing for him to admit that they offered that girl $10 million, because I think he was trying to prove that this is just a money grab or a shakedown, because look, we offered her $10 million, but now she didn't even want to take that. She wants more. That's probably what he thought it was going to come off as. But what it really came off as, Shannon giving her $10 million, offered it to her so she'd shut up and this would never be seen. Okay, this lawsuit would never see the light of day. All right, now that's just my opinion. So anyway, what's more, Davis also confirmed the authenticity of a recorded phone call between Shannon and his accuser in which he threatens to choke the woman. Now his lawyer confirmed that. Are y'all listening, Lanny Davis? This is Shannon's lawyer. Is this lawyer working for him or Jane Doe, aka Gabby? Because the lawyer confirmed it, okay, according to this report. All right. Threatening to choke the woman, although the attorney claimed his client was speaking in the heat of the moment and the violent threat was not intended. Okay, you just admitted that he threatened her. What? Nobody cares. The judge doesn't care, okay, if it was in the heat of the moment and that the threat wasn't intended, because he made the threat. Okay, anyway, other text messages shared by Sharpe's legal team show the accuser asking to be choked in an sexual role-playing scenario, saying, I want you to put your dog collar around my neck and choke me with it while you're effing me. Okay, so anyway, plaintiff's attorney, Tony Busby, took issue with Sharpe's legal team for releasing those sexually explicit texts earlier this week. Well, you know, that's how it goes, honey. When there's a war going on, and clearly war has been waged. So they're going to be releasing whatever they can, honey, trying to get their side up. Now, in his statement, Mr. Sharpe's attorney references several texts that Busby wrote. Every text that Mr. Sharpe's counsel released today, purportedly from Jane Doe, are dated prior to the alleged brutal assault set forth in Jane Doe's case. This is what Busby says. Okay, those texts were obviously released in an effort to distract the public's attention from the allegations in Jane Doe's lawsuit, but it won't work. Busby's statement wasn't quite accurate. One text that Davis shared with the media was dated January the 1st, after the first alleged rape was said to have taken place, but before the second. I know you missed that big juicy ASS. That's what she purportedly told Shannon. Okay, $250,000 per cheek. Okay, for each cheek. Child, this is all crazy. Now, for those of you who missed the damning video or audio of him making the threats, I will play that for you just now in case you missed it.
I don't know. Anything I say, you're just gonna like get mad at, and you're just gonna hang up on me. So I feel like
I'm not gonna hang up on you. Here's what it is.
what? What does that even mean?
Nothing yet. You want to be me now, so
I don't want to be. Don't manipulate me.
oh no, have mercy. If you say that one more time, I'm gonna choke the shit out of you when I see you. Thank you.
Okay, I don't.
You know what?
Well, I don't want to be choked.
Yes, you do. I don't think you have a choice in the matter.
He said, yes, you do. He told her she wanted to be choked and said she didn't have a choice in the matter. Okay? Said she didn't have a choice in the matter. Now, that's not a good look. That is absolutely appalling and egregious. Now, Jamal says this don't sound like a shakedown to you. Well, of course it is. It is a shakedown. It absolutely is a shakedown, beloved. That's why she recorded him. Listen, this was always going to be a shakedown at some point. I mean, maybe she was just using him for money at first, because that's really what it is. Okay, she didn't really like him. And if you notice in the audio that I played for you last night, which was the second audio released by the accuser, in the audio that I played for you last night, she asked him, why did he want to go somewhere? Because she didn't want to be seen with him in public, I'm sure. Okay, she didn't want to be seen with him in public. She was like, well, if I come over there, she said something like that. And she was like, why do you want to go somewhere? And then she said, well, I guess we'll go because I don't want to be choked. And he said, I could choke you in public. Big black man chokes little white woman. Now, of course, he was probably being facetious. But nonetheless, that's what he said. Okay, that's what he said. And then do you think the judge is going to care that she liked to be choked sometimes during, intimate moments? That is not the same as him threatening to violently choke her. Is what she's alleging. And here's the thing. The other lady that has a defamation lawsuit against Shannon, and she's been at this defamation lawsuit. And in fact, I told you all about this woman on last night, how she was saying he did all these nefarious things or whatever. Well, actually, that was Michelle Bundy. Let me get the Michelle straight. Now, this woman whose audio you're going to hear some of is Michelle Evans. And she said some things about Shannon Honey that made me turn just, I don't know. Okay, I almost blushed. That's all I'm saying. Okay, as dark as I am, I literally almost blushed. Okay, because some of the things that she was saying about Shannon, now I edited it just a little bit for some of the things that she said, but my editing software wasn't working quite well this morning. So anyway, nonetheless, I'm going to let you all hear it. But hold on. Now, a popular podcast host and ESPN personality, Sharpe is rumored to have been in line for a massive new deal. Yeah, for $100 million. Front Office Sports recently reported that Sharpe has received multiple offers as his current media deal with Colin Cowherd's platform, The Volume, is set to expire. Furthermore, sources tell FSO that Sharpe's next deal is expected to exceed $100 million, which happens to be the reported amount Smith got in his recent contract regulation or negotiations with ESPN. Honey, he's not getting that deal now. It's a wrap. He is not getting that $100 million contract now. I just don't believe it. Like dealing with Shannon Sharpe right now is like playing with fire. Like his name is going to be out there with Diddy. Okay? Because these allegations, as far as I'm concerned, I thought they sounded crazy at first, but with the audio and with other stuff being said, and then what I heard from this lady that Tasha K interviewed, it sounds like Shannon has some serious issues. is all I'm saying. Okay, Sharpe does have a massive audience. A recent interview with comedian Katt Williamson. Katt Williamson? That's literally what they have. That means Katt Williams hit nearly 90 million views, and Club Shay Shay currently boasts around 4 million subscribers, making it among the most popular podcasts in sports and entertainment. Now, regardless of whether Sharpe's next deal surpasses $100 million in total value, it will assuredly exceed 22 million, okay, that he made over 14 NFL seasons with the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. It's unclear if Sharpe's next podcast deal will impact his guest spots on ESPN, where his future now seems clouded. Okay, please pay attention. Sharpe makes frequent guest appearances on Stephen A. Smith's show, First Take, and was scheduled to be at this week's NFL draft in Green Bay. I'm sure none of that's going to happen now, just my opinion. Now, on his own podcast, Smith revealed he's spoken to both Sharpe and ESPN chairman Jimmy Pitaro about the accusations. He says, "I know, and I can tell you all. I spoke to Shannon, not in details, but I spoke to him, and he emphatically proclaims his innocence." Okay, Pitaro made it very, very clear to me that we are taking this matter very seriously, and we are looking into this very, very closely. And once we gather as many facts as we possibly can, we will go from there. ESPN has refused to comment on the allegations that Sharpe is facing. Let me tell y'all something. Shannon's done. Shannon is done. It's a wrap. It's done. Okay. I want you all to know that. All right. So if anyone was hanging on for hope, like I told you all last night, it's a wrap. And the reason it's a wrap is because Shannon has done a myriad of things over the years. On last night, I reported to you how there's been at least 10 legal cases filed against him over a period of years. And then this dates all the way back to 1994. There was an allegation, and even the lady that interviewed with Tasha K said the same thing that I told you all. Remember how I told you all last night when I was reading the article from the woman who knew him, who talked about how he went in on Omarosa, how he dogs black women and doesn't even look at us and all that. And basically, that woman said some of the same things in that article that this woman said. Okay? She talked about how Shannon Sharpe, remember how she said Shannon Sharpe doesn't know anything about black spaces? He doesn't hang out in black spaces or any of those things. Well, he doesn't. So he doesn't really understand and know our culture. That's why when people like Monique and Katt Williams were trying to warn him, what they were saying, the words didn't resonate with him. Okay, the words didn't resonate with him because he doesn't view himself like the rest of us. Okay, that's what people need to understand. Shannon does not view himself like the rest of us. Let me go to this clip of Katt, what Katt was telling him on the show.
I think white women are as great as any other women. But I'm not going to act like I'm not scared of them. I have a reason to be scared. You could be Kang the Conqueror, and they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends.
Y'all heard that? You heard that? And they could take your rabbit ass down in 2 weekends. Well, Shannon, there you have it. So he should have listened. Okay, I can't feel sorry for any black person when they get their ninja wake-up call, because in order for you to get your ninja wake-up call, that means that you didn't realize that no matter how big you get, how much money you acquire, how many accolades and achievements, how much fame, that you're still a Negro to the people who don't look like you, and always will be. You see, sometimes they lose sight of that and forget, because these people have invited them to have a seat at the table, and now they think that they're there to stay. But you're not. You're only there as long as you stay in line. Soon as you do something that they don't like, that's your ass in a sling, and they'll be quick to let you know that you're not one of them. So that's when you get your ninja wake-up call. So I'm sorry, but little Mr. Sharpe, he effed around and found out. He effed around and found out. And here's what I was going to also say. The lady that interviewed with Tasha K says that there was some incident that she investigated where Shannon supposedly physically removed one of his children's mothers from his residence. I told you all about that last night because I investigated it too. He sure did. Okay, snatched that woman up out of there, kicked her out of the house. Now, this was supposedly, I believe, in 2004. Okay, so now I want you all to hear some of the things this woman said about Shannon. Now, I didn't record, of course, the whole interview, mind you. I just got like 2.5, maybe 3 minutes at the most. Now, Tasha, some of what I have, Tasha already released it herself. I probably got it like maybe 53 seconds more than what she released, okay? Didn't want to be disrespectful, okay? And again, shout out to Tasha K for getting all the news. She is the queen of celebrity gossip, mind you. Okay, at least in my opinion. Now, with that all being said, let's listen to some of the stuff this lady was saying. Mind you, this is like 4 clips that I was recording, and I put them all together. So if it seems like she's changing topic or whatever, that's why. Okay, please pay attention.
That he asked me to do it. I think that was me. I'll raise my hand up and say that was me.
Okay. And when you say booty play, was so like you put fingers and tongue in his butt?
Yeah.
So you know how to do a prostate massage?
Yeah. So it was all good, and he loved it. And there were times where I wondered if maybe he was bi, but then I would tell myself, no, that doesn't mean he's gay just because he likes his booty being played with. I would admonish myself for thinking that, and I would just let it go.
So do you think you kind of opened up his butt to new experiences?
No, I can't imagine, because he already liked it. I mean, there was no shyness about it. There was no surprise. There was no, he was very comfortable with it, let's just say.
Did you ever put a strap on or anything and peg him?
No, I thought about it, but I didn't.
What you mean you thought about it? What made you think of that, girl? Like,
just because how much he loved his booty being played with. It's like, well, maybe I should do this. But then, I never did.
So you literally had to get up in there and just massage him until he came?
Yeah, pretty much.
And so did he start asking you for it, or he would just kind of signal you and you would know when it was time?
He would signal me and I would know when it was time.
Like, what would be the signal?
He would turn around. He would turn around and either get on all fours, which not usually. Usually he just laid with his belly on the bed.
All fours.
And would spread his legs apart.
Nasty.
Sometimes he would raise his booty up a little bit, but most of the times he was laying down.
And you just went to work?
I went to work. Yep, sure did. He is large, but again, I was with him for so long, I learned how to maneuver with him.
Was he reciprocating? Did he go down on you as well too?
No, not at all. He wouldn't. Sorry to be so adamant, but no is the answer. He was very selfish. He was a very selfish lover.
So he didn't eat your pussy at all?
Not even one time.
Oh, hell no, Shannon, no.
I can't imagine I didn't. I can't imagine that.
So did he require you to play with his butt like every time you guys had sex, or was it occasionally?
I'm sorry, say that again?
Did he require you every time you guys had sex to play with his butt, or was it occasionally?
No, it was all the time. All the time.
Did he douche his ass or something? Did he put water up his ass?
He was immaculately manicured, and he must have, because I didn't get shit on, and he must have prepared. I don't know why he would have a problem with a woman farting on him when he had my shit, excuse the language, all over him. That just doesn't make sense that he would be okay with that, but not a fart. Experiencing what I experienced. I mean, he even told me he's going to make it so no other man wants me. While he was raping me, he was saying that. And she said several times he told her he was going to make other guys not want her. It must be a weird thing of his, I don't know. But like I said, I don't want to get into too much of the case because I have to protect the integrity of my lawsuits.
Okay. Well, listen, I appreciate you coming out. I know this is the first time you've done anything like this and spoke about it. You have been handling your stuff in the courts the right way. And so have you gone to the police about him?
No, that's part of the lawsuit. Like he was filing affidavits that I called the cops on him and falsely reported rape. I never called the cops on dude, and I have evidence of that. I have evidence that from the police department that I never filed any sort of sexual assault charges against Shannon.
Why not?
So I have that proof. Because I was scared for my life at the time. I was more worried about keeping him away from me because of all his threats.
And that's why you went to file a restraining order?
Yes, he threatened to use everybody he knows to destroy me. Which now he's doing to Gabby. Now child is Jane Doe, and he turns around and names her. And then that's not enough. He turns around and makes sure everyone knows her social media and OnlyFans.
She made a lot of money though on that OnlyFans. She sure did. She made a lot of money.
Yeah.
People going to it and they pull them pictures.
Yeah, but he has this revenge thing.
Woo-hoo, honey. Did y'all hear that? This is all nefarious, okay? Jeff ATL said, Alexa, play You Make Me Feel by Sylvester. Not You Make Me Feel. Material, okay? I'm done with you. Oh, I absolutely cannot, okay? FBA Justice says, Queen, what the hell? Anyway, Katt Williams and Monique's warnings came too late because Shannon was in too deep. Literally, you feel me? Not in too deep, beloved. You are nefarious. Oh my goodness, y'all. Can y'all believe this? Thank you, FBA Justice, beloved, for your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings. And thank you, Jeff ATL, for your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings, honey. Y'all are something else. This is all crazy. So I just want you all to close your eyes for a moment, if you could. And just picture Shannon Sharpe's big, burly, buff arse bent down on all fours. Okay? With little Miss Karen or little Miss Becky or little Miss Heather back there. Playing games. This is all nefarious. Ooh, honey. This must be why he loves them. I want you all to think about it now. This must be why he loves those women. Because he already knows. You ask somebody who look like me, a black woman, to sit there and play with your derriere every time, we're going to know something, honey. Okay? We're going to know something. All right, honey, please. The average man don't even want you touching it, much less digging. So, honey, yes, we would have known, Shannon. Your secret would have been out a long time ago. All right? So please sit down somewhere, honey. Now it's all making sense, okay? Measure Man said he windmill in the air. Queen, you need to give a full disclosure on this. Appetite gone. Honey, yours and mine, both, honey. I thought I was going to have me a little nice salad after this, but no. I don't think I'll eat for the rest of the week. Okay, please pay attention. Thank you for your contribution to the channel, beloved, and your insight to the topic. Peace, love, and blessings, honey. Shannon Sharpe, no, you didn't. Honey, this is all. Let me tell y'all something. Let me get my ass off here because I don't have any business talking about such things. Okay, this is all nefarious and salacious details that I don't choose to touch. All right, let me get up out of here, honey. Chili Willie from Philly said allegedly. Okay. Oh, this is all crazy. But let me tell you all some of the other stuff that she said. This woman basically said that Shannon raped her. Okay, and just from the sounds of it, he is definitely LGBTQIA plus, okay? He has to be. I'm sorry, Shannon. All right, that's what you have to be, beloved. With all that arse play that he was having done allegedly, And always wanting to hit it from the back door, barely ever wanting the vajayjay. Make it all make sense, okay? Make it all make sense. I don't know why he doesn't just, at this point specifically, but prior to this even, why he doesn't just live his best life. I mean, it's obvious that he's GAY. I'm sorry, I've been able to tell that. So have you all, I'm sure. Okay, and then here's the thing. That whole little thing with Instagram definitely had to be on purpose, because have you all ever gone live on Instagram? Just like Tasha K said, there's a period of steps you got to take. You don't just accidentally, okay? He was trying to prove a point. Okay, he was trying to make people think that he wasn't GAY. And if you have to try hard to make people think you're not, then you usually are. Okay, you usually are. This is all a hot mess, honey. That woman was spilling all the tea on him. Now, first of all, she met him at some type of event or whatever, and then they were friends. Now, here's the thing. She talked about how she got arrested and Shannon bailed her out of jail. So in this story, she says that they went to, what is that former NFL player's name? Terrell Davis. I believe it was Terrell Davis. So they were at some event at Terrell Davis's house, and then her and Shannon got into it because she said Shannon grabbed her by the JJ. Yeah, and they weren't in like a relationship at this point. They had like met, and I think this was like a date or something, if memory serves me correct. This is all alleged, by the way. And so anyway, she says that Shannon grabbed her by the vajayjay and she got pissed off and they got into it. So he got so mad that he left her there at the man's house. She didn't have any money on her to call an Uber cab or anything because she didn't even have her purse. Okay. And so she ended up having to stay there overnight. And then so the next day, she said it was some guy who was there, not Terrell Davis, but some guy who was there. She said the guy was telling her she needed to go. She needs to leave. And so she was calling Shannon to come and pick her up, but he wouldn't even answer his phone. So then the guy ends up calling the police on her. And so when the police get there, basically she says Terrell Davis came outside, gave the police his debit or credit card and told them to call her a cab. And so she ended up taking the cab to where her car was and then going home. Then she says when she got home, she saw that she had bruises all over herself, like on her legs and stuff. And she said that must have been from where the guy was trying to physically get her out of the residence. So she called the police and told them, you know, now she wants to make a police report. And so then she said on her way to the police report, she got pulled over. And then she says that they arrested her for DUI at 11 o'clock in the morning. She claims she wasn't drunk, but you know what it probably was? The night before, she probably was drunk and then probably still had a hangover or something. That's what I'm thinking. Because later on in the interview, she did admit that she previously had an alcohol problem, that she was damn near an alcoholic, about to become one, and that Shannon helped her, you know, to get off of the alcohol, basically gave her ultimatum. And she said how she was all in love with Shannon and that she let him get away with a lot of the things that he was doing because she had kids and she was more focused on her kids and stuff. It all sounds crazy to me. Like these women, Shannon just uses them for sex. He doesn't give a damn about them. And he makes them do things to him that he likes and that he would like. This is just my opinion. And he makes them do things to him that he likes and that he would likely be embarrassed to ask a woman who looks like me to do. Okay. That's just what I think. Okay. That's what I think. And because the way she talked about dating him for darn near 10 years and she never spent the night at his house. He never let her spend the night at his house. That's strange. They spent nights at her house. They spent nights at hotels, but she was never, ever given the opportunity to spend the night at his house. So that's just all crazy. And mind you, he was supposedly messing around with other women at this entire time or whatever. So anyway, honey, Shannon is a whole hot mess. I can tell you that his career is done. Okay, his career is done. I don't know for a fact this had anything to do with him having Katt Williams on his platform, coming on there basically and exposing everybody. And then people got mad. And remember, people wanted to take Shannon down right after that. Maybe this was the precursor to it. I don't know. But at the end of the day, what I do know is Shannon can say this is a shakedown all he wants. Because it is a shakedown. It's obvious because Gabby was recording conversations. She was saving text messages. So that all lets us know that she was premeditated this. that she was eventually going to sue him or come after him for money. So, of course, it's a shakedown. But the thing is, the bottom line is Shannon allowed this to happen. It was his own actions. It was his own doing, his own words, and everything. He gave this woman all of the tools that she needed to take him down. And she's going to get that $50 million, okay? Because he can kiss that goodbye. She's going to get that money. She's going to get that money. It's not going to be hard to prove her case, honey. This is a little young white lady, and Shannon, like he said, is a big black man. Okay, we already saw what happened to Jonathan Majors, so it's safe to assume that, Shannon, you're next on the chopping block, okay? It's a wrap. And I really don't feel sorry for him because he never embraced our community. That's what he never did. Okay, he never embraced our community. And I'm not just talking about him dating white women, because he can date whoever he wants, but he's never embraced our community. He doesn't understand our culture. He doesn't understand our phrases, talking points, and all of that. Even when you see him trying to mimic us, it looks cringe. Okay, like when he was just sitting up there, let me go back to it. When he was just sitting up there with Ocho Cinco on that little podcast thing. Well, I'm not going to dig it back up, but at the end of the day, he was just looking cringe. Okay, when he tries to act and talk like us. Now, let me show you this picture of him and this other lady he was dating. Her name is Katie Kellner, and this was in 2012. This was apparently shortly after he and Michelle Evans broke up, because she dated him from 2000 to 2010, if I'm not mistaken. And they actually worked together at some point too, she said. The lady that was interviewed by Tasha K. So that's him and Katie Kellner. Okay. So yeah, he definitely has a type. Please pay attention. And with that all being said, now let's talk about it, because who is Shannon Sharpe dating? All about his girlfriends and relationships. The retired NFL pro tends to keep his love life private. And now we see why. Okay, now this is from September 2024. So this was just last year. Okay, so it says, retired NFL star Shannon Sharpe is known for his talent both on and off the field. The star tight end, it's just, every time I think about his position, tight end, it just really is hilarious to me now. I want you all to think about that. His position was tight end. But from the sounds of it, from what this lady says with tickling of the bottom, okay, I wonder if she ever tickled it with a feather. I'm just curious. But anyway, from what she's saying, if the allegations are true, his end was anything but tight, is all I'm saying. Loose end is what he should have played. Is there a position called loose end in any sport? Because that's what Shannon needs to play, in my opinion. But let me stop. Okay, so anyway, the star tight end spent his majority of his career with the Denver Broncos. He played a total of 14 seasons, 12 with the Broncos and 2 with the Baltimore Ravens, before he retired in 2003. During his NFL career, Sharpe had 815 receptions and 62 touchdowns, ranking him toward the top of each category among tight ends. This is all sad because, honey, none of this is going to matter right now. Okay, and if he's in the Hall of Fame, honey, they're probably going to kick him out of the Hall of Fame. Do they do that? I don't know, but they just might. I mean, if they can take the keys to the city back from Diddy, okay, they just might. Anyway, my life for 14 years in the National Football League was football. This is what Sharpe said when he was inducted to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2011. I ate, I drank, I slept, and thought football. That's all I wanted to do. I didn't take vacations. I didn't own a yacht. I didn't have a whole bunch of hobbies other than working out and getting ready for the upcoming season. Following his NFL retirement, Sharpe transitioned into a career in broadcasting in 2004, serving as a commentator for CBS Sports, the NFL Today, for 10 years, and then later co-hosted Undisputed alongside Skip Bayless from 2016 to 2023. Now, after his exit from the Undisputed, Sharpe signed on to co-host ESPN's First Take with sports media personalities Stephen A. Smith and Molly Querim, and launched his own podcast and YouTube show called Club Shay Shay in 2022. Now, while the presumably never married Sharpe has been vocal about his career, he is often tight-lipped about his personal life, aside from sharing sweet moments with his 3 children. Speaking of his 3 children, honey, there must be a child that he doesn't claim or doesn't ever speak about, because Michelle says that she was doing her investigation upon him and found out that he's actually paying child support for 4 kids, not 3. So she said that other child must feel pretty bad to know that he doesn't even bother to acknowledge it. Okay, please pay attention. If it's a lie, she told it. I'm just telling you what she said. She said there's 4 kids that he's paying child support for. Okay, he shares his son, Kiari, with his ex, Erica Evans, according to a 2004 report on sports, ESPN.com, that was originally sourced from the Associated Press. Sharpe is also dad to daughters Kayla and Kaylee. He has never publicly revealed the identity of his daughter's mothers or mothers. I know he probably hasn't, honey, with his nefarious self. Okay, FBI Justice said, Queen, this reminds me of a song I dreamt up. Give it up, the bag, the whole bag, and nothing but the bag, dumb ninja. Okay, that's a good one, beloved. Thank you for your contribution to the channel and your insight to the topic. Peace, love, and blessings. You know, maybe I'll do an AI song about it, okay? Because Shannon needs to sit down somewhere, honey. Desmond said, Alexa, play Loose Ends. Watching you. Okay. I absolutely cannot. And speaking of watching you, that's another thing that the woman said. She said that Shannon would like watch and like stalk her. And he would let her know that he was watching her and all of that. Remember, I read that to you all in the lawsuit from last night that I showed you. That lady filed that lawsuit against him, honey. She said that he would be stalking her and watching her and letting her know that he's watching her and threatening that he'll make it so no other man wants her. And then allegedly, Gabby said the same thing, honey. So anyway, Desmond, thank you for your contribution to the channel. Also, beloved, peace, love, and blessings. So he's never talked about the mother of his children. And that's probably because they're black. Okay. Now, here's what we know about Shannon Sharpe's romantic partners. Okay, so they say the never married Sharpe. Hold on. Wait a minute. Did I read this already? Okay, let me stop right here. Start right here. Okay, he shares his son, Kiari. Okay, I read all that. Okay, anyway, Evans filed charges. Now, pay attention. Evans filed charges against Sharpe after a reported altercation in which he allegedly lifted her up against her will and placed her outside his Atlanta home. That's what I told you all last night. That was the baby mom in 2004. He put her out of the house and physically put hands on her. Okay, and that's the same thing the lady told Tasha K. So she said she found that when she was doing the research too. So ESPN reported that the charges were dropped after a few hours of meditation. Mediation, after a few hours of mediation. Okay, so Sharpe is also a proud #girl dad to daughters Kayla and Kaylee, and he's never publicly revealed the identity of his daughter's mother or mothers. Sharpe's kids wore jerseys with his number 84 when they watched him be honored at the Hall of Fame breakfast on the morning of the Pro Football Hall of Fame parade. The Denver Post reported in 2011. Okay, they reported the story in 2011 and then updated in 2016. These are all game jerseys that my dad wore. This is what Kayla said. I thought we might get special jerseys. My dad said those are special. So Sharpe dated fitness trainer and nutrition coach Katie Kellner for several years. That's the lady I just showed you. Okay, Kellner attended a Pro Football Hall of Fame breakfast honoring Sharpe in Denver in 2011, according to a 2011 Denver Post story. Okay, the Post referred to Kellner at the time as Sharpe's longtime girlfriend, Katie. Now, though an exact date of their breakup has not been publicly shared, the couple eventually parted ways. She later married and then filed for divorce in 2020, Marlon Bird, with whom she has one child, according to court documents. In 2017, Sharpe made it known that he was interested and dated Eddie Murphy's ex, Nicole Murphy. Okay, this is a post that he made. He posted a picture of him and her together, and it says, those that know won't tell, those that tell won't know. Here he is right here with his ugly self. Shannon is so unattractive, honey, okay? He is absolutely not attractive. Please sit down somewhere, honey, please. Look at him. Ooh, honey, Shannon's a whole hot mess. And that lady said he was built like a Greek god, honey. That's what that lady said about Shannon, honey. She said Shannon was built like a Greek god because Tasha K asked her, what was it about him that you were attracted to? And that's another reason why he doesn't probably care for black women, because we don't find him attractive, okay? Shannon is lacking in the attractive department, okay? He's not a good-looking man, is all I'm saying. But she said he was built like a Greek god, honey, clearly. I find it all interesting. But anyway, in 2017, Sharpe was briefly linked to Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, Nicole Murphy, after he posted a pic of the two with their arms around each other inside a gym. The athlete had previously mentioned his interest in the former model on one of his podcasts, captioned The Shot, that saying that those who know won't tell and those that tell won't know. In July of 2024, while a guest on the Comedy Hype podcast, Nicole Murphy addressed the rumors, clarifying that she and Sharpe never dated. Okay, so he was clearly trying to clout chase off her name, probably. Funny, I ran into Shannon for the first time. I was going to a spin class, and it turned out he was there taking the class too. Okay, that's what she said, noting that she was aware that Shannon had discussed her on his podcast. Okay, then we took a picture, and of course, he showed the picture the next day on his show. She said, laughing. He seems like a nice guy. Like I said, I'm all about chemistry. If you can make those little sparks and fireworks go off, then maybe you got a chance. Murphy added that though she and Shannon never spent much time together, she took it as a compliment that he was interested in her. Come on now, somebody saying that about you, I'm flattered. But she wasn't trying to. She wasn't trying to get up with Shannon, and you know why? In my opinion, because she already had a man that was on the DL. Eddie Murphy. I think Eddie Murphy's on the DL. Y'all remember he got caught with that transgender woman. Some of them don't ask. So anyway, she already, and then there was rumors that Nicole Murphy, caught Eddie Murphy and Johnny Gill and Tevin Campbell all together in the beach house. Now, I'm not saying this is true. This is just an ongoing rumor that's been around for decades, okay? That I just happen to believe may have an element of truth to it. It's all I'm saying. But with that all being said, she probably's like, honey, I know y'all DL me when I see y'all now. Okay, please. Just picture it. And then the thought of Shannon being tooted up and booted up, honey, on all fours. Can y'all imagine? I mean, he took the term and the position tight end to a whole new level. It's all I'm saying, honey. He took it to a whole new level, honey. Okay, please pay attention. This is all some sick stuff when you really think about it. Just picture that. He's got this poor woman sitting up there digging up his, could y'all imagine? Ooh, honey. But she did say it was clean. She said he must have cleaned it out or something, honey. He probably took a water hose and went outside and tooted up, sprayed water all up and round and through. Damn, Shannon, this is all sick. Woo, somebody stop the world. I want to get off, okay? Are y'all listening to this bullshit? Woo-hoo. Queen Sam said one of them are old douchebags. Yeah, the old ones that your grandmama and them used to use. That you put the water and the vinegar in there, the white vinegar and the water in there. Shannon. FBI Justice said Shannon played outside due too long in Buddyville and lost his rabbit foot. Woo, honey, FBI Justice, you are something else. Not lost his rabbit foot. Woo, honey, but seriously. You know, we're sitting up here laughing. This is all fun and games right now, but this is Shannon's life. Okay, this is Shannon's life, honey. They're coming for his bags, y'all. Y'all not going to defend him and play the race card and say, oh, you know what? That Tony Busby is nefarious. He's only coming after powerful, rich black men. That's what Shannon said. Shannon said Tony Busby is coming after the rich, powerful black men, honey. But guess what, Shannon? You gave him a reason to come after you, beloved. Okay, that's what you did, honey. This is all just absolutely depraved actions. Anyway, I'm about to be out of here. Listen, I'm about to be out of here, but I just want you all to know that, ladies, I'm talking to you, okay? If you have a man that only likes his fancy being tickled, okay, if he only likes his fancy being tickled and doesn't ever even want to look at your front door, but only wants to go in through the back, please get out while you can, okay? Measure Man says, we got 8 months left. That's the big grandma always, that's the bag grandma always had hanging on the bathroom door that burnt orange color. This is a mess. Oh, Measure Man. Absolutely, honey. Okay. Thank you for the insight to the topic and the contribution to the channel. Okay. I'm about to be up out of here. That Crazy Bitch Air says Shay Shay a selfish lover. Well, yes. Here's the thing. Truth Brown said Vivica Fox said that about 50, Queen. She said that about 50. She was lying. She knows she was lying. Listen, I already told y'all. Listen, let me tell y'all one thing now. Don't start. Okay, I told y'all no 50-cent blasphemy upon this page. Okay, Vivica knows she was mad at 50 because he didn't want her anymore. She just made it all up. I'm like Michael Jackson. They're lying. It's all lies. They made it all up. Okay, not 50, honey. Please sit down somewhere, Vivica. I remember when she said that about my man, honey, but it was all lies. I'm here to tell you. He never asked me to do it, so please. Okay. Oh my goodness. Y'all are nefarious. FBI just says I'm joking around, but I never want to see a brother go throughout this. Okay, go through this. But when will these rich and famous O's learn? Exactly. That's what I keep asking myself, beloved. And not just them, you know, going through stuff like what Shannon's going through, but just when will they realize, period, these raccoons amongst us, that you're eventually going to get your ninja wake-up call. It always comes. Okay, it may come in a decade, it may be 2 decades, but it's coming. I don't know how they don't learn from other people's experiences. Shannon, haven't you been watching what's going on with the Diddy? Anyway, beloved, thank you for your insight to the topic and your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings. Honey, this is all crazy. Mally C said it's crazy. He got 2 people in his show warning him about all this, Katt and Monique. Yes, absolutely. And here's the problem. You see, like I said, Shannon does not understand. He can't relate to us, okay? He just can't relate to Black folk. And so when they were giving him these warnings and telling him, you know, he's taking it as a joke. Even though Monique did say it in a joking manner, she was being serious. She was telling him, listen, you're going to get in trouble. This is going to come back to bite you in the ass one day. Okay. I know he probably would like that, but you get what I'm saying. That this is not what you need to be doing. Stop talking to these little young girls. These are babies. These are children. You need to be talking to a woman your age. When Katt told him, Katt was speaking about himself, but he was really telling Shannon, listen, dude, you need to be scared of these white women. Do you know the damage they can do? And then when Jonathan Majors, when that all happened, that should have served as a cautionary tale for Mr. Shannon Sharpe. But sadly, it did not. And so here we are. And his career is done. It's a wrap. Okay, I promise you it is. Thank you, Melly C, for your contribution to the channel, beloved, and your insight into the topic. Peace, love, and blessings. It is absolutely a wrap. Okay, it's done. All right. Barbara, thank you for becoming a new member, beloved. Peace, love, and blessings. I appreciate you. Okay, and then shout out again to DSB for gifting all those memberships yesterday. I believe he gifted like 60 memberships. Okay, I really appreciate that. All right, so anyway, I'm going to be out of here. Listen, I hope you all enjoyed the broadcast. Okay, please like and share the video, subscribe to the channel. Please also, for the new members, make sure that you double check to make sure you're still subscribed to this channel, because they have no problem unsubscribing people for whatever nefarious reason. Okay, if you notice you're not getting notifications, please double check to make sure you're subscribed. And if you find that you have to resubscribe, please make sure that you reset the notifications. Okay, you have to click the notification bell all over again. Okay, Mally just gifted 5 memberships to the Queen's channel. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. You all shout out Mally C for donating memberships to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings. Okay, that's always very generous when people help other people by giving them, extending memberships to them. Okay, so I appreciate you all. Listen, I love you all to life. I hope you enjoy the rest of this day. I will be back later because you know we got to talk about the politics of it all. Okay, and so with that all being said, always remember, beloveds, each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember to keep the Most High first in your lives. Peace.
Hey, yo, Nick, hit him with that soul all in my skin, God all in my blood.
Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you're done. They show no love for the queen, why you hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans? I got dreams like King Luther, shed blood like Kunta. You ain't helping my people, I ain't got nothing to say to ya. I want all the smoke like hookah. Talking reparations, America won't be great until they give us compensation. I'm like, I'm the hottest right now. See a bunch of lames out here trying to jock on my style. They be doing too much. I'm the queen, it's too easy. It's like they all at Popeyes, how they be talking so greasy. I just sit back and laugh while these haters get madder. So nefarious how they don't want my pockets with cheddar. I tell them they can do better. These snakes in the grass can leave a bite on your ass, cause y'all be trusting too fast. I got my foot on the gas, other one on they necks. Dropping receipts on haters, you better show some respect. I'm never facing regrets, we only facing the threats. Running through every challenge like a relay, break no sweat. It's a cold game, so I got that blanket with me. Now that my people awaken, ain't no going to sleep. I do not play by my piece, this time I'm playing for keeps. You talking slick, but when I see you like them ends, we gon' meet. And I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got gold all in my skin, God all in my blood, Kings all in my circle, you touch one of mine and you done. They show no love for the queen, why they hating on me? Is it cause I'm free and I got Malcolm X in my jeans and I got